Thanks for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. We're up at Branigan Lake, and if you watch the cross-country adventurous hike up here, nobody comes up here. This lake gets no fishing pressure. We've only got a couple hours to fish it. I don't even know. We haven't seen a single riser. Don't know much about it. I put on a big, heavy Panther Martin, the biggest one they sell, because I don't think these fish see many lures. I got a beadhead nymph on, pheasant tail. What are you using?
Got a tube jig, about 1/8 ounce, and then I have a little beadhead on my fly rod.
And then we're just gonna start fishing. We've only got a couple hours because it took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take to get up here. I haven't been up here since the mid-90s. And my memory of the trek up here did not remember it was that hard. And it was much harder than my memory brought to the forefront. But now that we're here, all we can do is fish. It's the only option. We got to fish our way out of here. So let's go try to see what kind of fish Branigan Lake has in it. I don't know if there's going to be another Branigan Lake clip ever on my channel because I don't think I'm hiking back up here, but so let's fish it right now. Oh, I threw my fly in that, I threw that beadhead in that fish swam right up and grabbed it. These fish have not seen any fishing pressure ever. Oh, there's another one right there, Lance. Oh, that one's even bigger. Look at them all, dude. This is like a Shangri-La of fishing. Oh, they're just cruising this deep area. Nice. There he is. First Branigan Lake fish, cast number 1. Rainbows are finicky. That guy, I threw this fly and that thing just didn't even hesitate. It just went straight up and after it. And then I saw like 4 more swim by. I just missed one. I saw him swimming up for it. See if he goes again. He's swimming fast, like a torpedo. Oh, he didn't want to go again. He went up for it though. I'm casting up into the wind and then I'm letting the wind drag it back along this rock wall. And that fish came up for it, man. And I just missed him. All right. See if we can get another one to come up like that. There's one swimming down below. He's not very big. He doesn't seem to be into my nymph at all. Like he seems to not want my nymph at all. The other guy was so ready to go. I might go with the woolly bugger just because this nymph is taking too long. We don't got a lot of time. And having this nymph go out there and sink is just taking too much time. So I think this is the nymph's last cast. I said that a big old rainbow swam up and grabbed my nymph. There are some nice fish in Branigan, boy. This is a good rainbow right here. This ain't like that first little guy. Look at that trout. Check him out in the water. That's a beautiful rainbow. Holy mackerel. Dude, the nymph, they come up for those nymphs, man. And they're not even double guessing it. They're going straight in and getting it. Hands are wet. Let's take a look at this guy. Whew. Don't swim up and out. That's a nice fat rainbow for an alpine lake, man. That's what you get when you're in a lake when fish die of old age. Definitely gonna have to change my jeans before I go to bed tonight, because that fish was all over my leg. And there's bears up here. There he goes. Oh, I just missed him. He swam right over and grabbed it and I missed him. See if he goes back. Oh, he's coming right for you, dude. He's coming right for you. He's going for it. Oh, he knows my... Yeah, I got a piece of him. Oh. There he is. Ooh, these fish are hitting these jigs. I'm on the power bait jig now, and there's some big rainbows. I walked up, and he missed it. He came back and hit it even though I'd already hooked him. That's how aggressive these fish are, because these fish have never seen a lure. The power bait jigs are on, dude. And the consistency and the size of these fish are awesome. Check that guy out. Hard fighting rainbows, man. There's a nice one. That's a beautiful rainbow right there. Woo! Dude, I threw that thing in. He hit it. I fought him for a second, he came off, and then I threw it back. I don't know if it was the same fish or if this is just like an area where there's a bunch of fish. I have no idea what's going on. Lance just got one on that tube jig he's using. He's using an 1/8 ounce bigger head on it. Nice. Lance is on the board. There's a big rainbow right there. Right when I was tying my fly, he was swimming right under my feet. He's going for my woolly bugger. There he goes. These fish have no hesitation. I threw my woolly bugger out there. He went right for it. He was swimming by right under me. Man, these fish are nice in this lake. These fish, like, they see your shadow. They don't even get scared. There's no fishing pressure here. This is a big, colorful guy. Woo! Now I'm glad we came up here. I was doubting it, dude. Woo, look at him there. Look at him there. Look at that big red stripe on him. I threw my woolly bugger, dude. He just went right after it. didn't even hesitate. He's like, I've never seen anything like that before, but what the heck? I'll just take a bite. Look at that big red gill plate on that guy. That is beautiful fish. Beautiful. Get him back in there. All right. It's 2:30. We're gonna beeline it back over where we started because there just seemed to be a lot more fish cruising this drop off over there, because there's not much cruising over here. I mean, the fishing's good and I've missed a bunch of strikes, but I think we need to go to where we saw the most action. Wow, there's... Heading back, I just threw my jig out. This is one place where you can hook a fish, it gets off, and they still come back for more. And they're all over these tube jigs I'm using. The gray speckled one I usually use. I mean, that's a nice big rainbow for an alpine lake. Look at that guy. Beautiful fish. All right, there seems to be a bunch of big rainbows just off these rocks right here because I casted 2 casts with that tube jig and I just lost my second fish. Letting it sink to about 10 feet. And they're just not hesitating. And rainbows usually don't like these that much. That's the funny thing. At least wild rainbows. There we go. There we go. Dude, one after another. Oh, there's a bunch of fish cruising these rocks, man, in the shade. They're keeping these things barbless. They come right out. And all of these fish are just big rainbows, man. Beautiful big rainbow. All right, I'm gonna throw this out there and see. That was 3 casts, 3 fish hooked. So let's see what's going on here. Let's go and let it sink about a 10 count. Let me get down there a little bit. The wind's a little heavy, but with the 1/16 ounce tube jigs, it's pretty good. Oh, no. There we go, there we go. There we go. Woo! Oh, he came off. That was good. Okay, I lost that guy. That was 4 casts, 4 fish. I don't know what's going on out here. Is there a rave, a trout rave, and they're just, everybody's a little loose and happy? I don't know. Well, that's going to wrap it up. We got to get out of here. I'm going to filter us some water really quick. Lance is right there, be out of camera, still fly casting, seeing if he can't get one cruising by. But he got a really nice fish in the net. I got some nice fish in the net. And this place is unbelievable. I'm probably never going to make it back up here in my lifetime, just because Lake Vernon is such a hard hike to get to that point. And then getting up here was no picnic. And we only got in a couple hours of fishing, but it was smoking hot, man. And the rainbows up here are unbelievable. I had a couple swim by me when I'm just standing there, my shadow's on the water. They didn't even care because they don't see anyone. I'd say the number of people that see this lake a year has to be like 5. And if you hike to Lake Vernon and make it that far, you'll see why. But there's some good fish in Lake Vernon. Maybe I'll get a little bit of that action. I'm definitely going to fish it for Patreon. And if I have time, I'm going to do some more fishing down there for YouTube. But I hope you enjoyed this. The jigs were working. The nymphs were working. The woolly bugger worked. And the best fish were the fish I could see cruising. If I could throw that nymph about 10 feet in front of them, they would just go right for it. And none of that finicky swim up to it and swim away. I had one fish do that. And you got to see a lot of the fish I landed. I missed strikes on a few. A couple came off real quick. I'm not even going to bother with that because the action was that good. Hope you enjoyed this. I had a fantastic time of my life. Thank you for joining us at Rarely Fished, Branigan Lake in Yosemite, above Lake Vernon. Until next time.